Yeah. Julian Blank. Blank. Julian Blank. Blank. Julian Blank. Julian Blank. Blank. Channel recommendation. Full game all available. The best you can find. Julian.
Apple Arcade offers a collection of fun, premium mobile games at a low cost of $6.99 per month. Here are 29 top titles that will make you reconsider free-to-play alternatives. Over the past decade, mobile devices have evolved into gaming platforms that rival dedicated consoles. Modern phones and tablets now have the power to deliver beautiful, complex gaming experiences, moving beyond the casual games that once dominated the space. However, casual gaming still holds its charm. Unfortunately, the mobile gaming market has largely devolved into a domain where exploitative, free-to-play F2P games, which leverage psychological traps and microtransactions, thrive. This trend may stem from audiences' reluctance to pay upfront costs or publishers' recognition that this model is more profitable with less effort. As a result, it's now possible to spend more on a subpar game like Mario Kart Tour than on the superior Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. For those who believe in the potential of mobile gaming, the launch of Apple Arcade was a breath of fresh air. For $7 per month, Apple provides access to a growing library of nearly 200 premium games for iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple TV. These games are free from the F2P mechanics that plague many mobile titles, reminiscent of the early, exciting days of mobile gaming. For the same price, Apple Arcade arguably offers more exclusive, high-quality content than Apple TV Plus provides for movie and TV fans, with its standout show, Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet, centered around video games. A recent update has expanded the variety of games available on Apple Arcade. Alongside exclusive originals from renowned developers, you can now enjoy App Store greats, remastered versions of acclaimed App Store games, and timeless classics, new versions of old favorites like chess and Sudoku. Along with Game Club, Apple Arcade is helping mobile gaming take its history seriously. Here are the Apple Arcade titles worth playing right now. While these games are exclusive to Apple Arcade on mobile devices and are not available for purchase on the App Store, some can be found on other gaming consoles and PC stores. However, Apple Arcade remains the only place where you can access them all in one convenient, affordable Apple One bundle. Number 1. Air Twister. Yu Suzuki is a game design legend thanks to his work on classic Sega titles, such as Outrun, Shenmue, and Virtua Fighter. Air Twister is such a delightful surprise because it's pretty much a spiritual successor to one of Suzuki's greatest games, Space Harrier. In it, you soar through the sky and blast everything in sight in this arcade-style on-rails shooter. Number 2. Assemble with Care. Assemble with Care takes tasks as mundane as unpacking a suitcase or fixing a tape recorder and fills them with the gentle, intimate, puzzle-solving fun you'd expect from the makers of Monument Valley. Few developers are as skilled at harnessing the touchscreen's expressive interface capabilities.
A whole life can be captured in the flash of a camera. Wounds healed by picking up a phone.
Number 3. Card of Darkness. Card of Darkness has pleasing aesthetics, courtesy of Adventure Time creator Pendleton Ward, unexpected remixes of familiar but elegant strategy systems, and number-based card game mechanics. It's what we've come to expect from Zach Gage, creator of other mobile masterpieces, such as Really Bad Chess and Spell Tower.
That wasn't a good choice.
Number 4. Cat Quest 2. The original Cat Quest claimed to be Skyrim with cats, and somehow delivered on that promise. Cat Quest 2 is more of the same, an accessible, yet surprisingly deep and addictive action RPG starring cats. This time, you can play with a friend. Number 5. Choo Choo Rocket Universe. Choo Choo Rocket. Universe puts a new spin on the clever 3D, spatial puzzles of the original Sega Dreamcast game. It doesn't change my lukewarm opinions of Sega's final home console all the way back from 1999, but I'm glad this series made a comeback. Number 6. Crossy Road Castle. Crossy Road asked, what if Frogger was about a chicken crossing the road, and wound up becoming one of our all-time favorite mobile games for kids or anyone else who wanted in on the action? Crossy Road Castle tries something different. Instead of crossing endless roads, you control a chicken who traverses platforming levels in an endless tower. Change in genre aside, Crossy Road Castle's challenge is still fun. The Crossy Road franchise is mobile gaming royalty after all. Number 7. Disney Melee Mania. Disney Melee Mania brings together icons such as Mickey Mouse, Buzz Lightyear, and Princess Elsa for madcap multiplayer action. In this simplified take on the very not simple MOBA genre, 2 teams of 3 players use their characters' unique skills to dominate the battle arena. Forget Kingdom Hearts, here's the real crossover you've been waiting for. It turns out the true League of Legends was inside the Disney Vault this whole time. Number 8. Earth Knight. Earth Knight is essentially an automatic runner, one of the most common mobile gaming genres, occasionally broken up by bits where you fall from the sky, but the art is so distinct, the music so fresh, and the motion so freeing and fluid that you can't help but get swept up into it. Plus, you stab a dragon in the eye with a sword. Number 9. Exit the Gungeon. Exit the Gungeon is more than just a great name for a sequel to Enter the Gungeon. It maintains the original's ability to marry simple 2D arenas with surprisingly nuanced and action-packed gunfight mechanics. In this case, the touchscreen actually makes firefights a lot easier. Number 10. Fantasian. Final Fantasy's creator doesn't work for Square Enix anymore, but doesn't mean he's done making high-quality JRPGs. Fantasian is the latest project from Hironobu Sakaguchi's Mistwalker studio. The turn-based gameplay may harken back to the past, but the gorgeous, shining visuals feel straight from the future. Number 11. Grindstone. Grindstone is already cool enough as a block-matching puzzle game where you sometimes worry about the blocks biting back. But it's the satisfying carnage that happens when your beefy fantasy hero chops through those monsters that put this game over the top. If you've heard of any Apple Arcade title, it's probably this one, for good reason. Number 12. Manifold Garden. Manifold Garden has been in the works for years and years. When you play the puzzle game, you'll understand why. Traveling through its impossible geometry feels like an effortless dream, but designing these trippy challenges was surely a stressful nightmare. Number 13. Mutazione. Mutazione is a story-heavy, melancholic adventure through an otherworldly, mutated natural environment. It's as if the game night in the woods was also a chill version of the movie Annihilation. If you get those references, you'll dig this game. Number 14. NBA 2K21 Arcade Edition. Don't let Arcade Edition fool you. While 2K's beloved basketball sim is a bit simplified on Apple Arcade, you'll still need technical skill to achieve your hoop dreams. Maintain a strong defense. Properly time your shots on the touchscreen. It feels like serious basketball, and the game's high production value means NBA 2K21 Arcade Edition looks like serious basketball too.
Dropping dimes. Pelicans on the move here.
Number 15. NeoCab. NeoCab presents a barely futuristic world where you are the last human driver competing against automated rideshare services while trying to find your missing friend. It's really engrossing. That said, I just can't get behind being a taxi driver that talks to customers this much, something I never want in real life. Number 16. Oceanhorn 2. Whereas the original Oceanhorn ripped off the Wind Waker for its Legend of Zelda influences, Oceanhorn 2 has its hungry eyes set on Breath of the Wild. However, the overall structure is still closer to a traditional 3D Legend of Zelda game. It remains quite ambitious and beautiful for a mobile adventure.
Decided to try to take the throne from me.
You came back safe from your trip to Outcast Island and fulfilled your mission. You have finished your trip.
Number 17. Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail on Apple Arcade modernizes the classic educational game for today's youth. Not enough kids know how to avoid dying of dysentery. A particularly cool update is the increased input from Indigenous people, making sure that cultural elements like hairstyles and music are accurately represented. Live out your American pioneer life wherever you want. Number 18. Overland. It's easy to say that Overland was inspired by Into the Breach, but the game has been in development so long that it's definitely not the case. Still, both are turn-based roguelikes that emphasize desperate tactics in the face of random odds rather than grand, overarching strategy. As you travel across the small grids that make up the wasteland, you need to make tough decisions such as how to quietly look for precious gas, when to heal your dog, and whether you should just bail. The interface is designed to make the famously dense strategy genre more accessible to, say, tabletop players, and it looks clean as a result. At least, as clean as a post-apocalyptic interface can look. Number 19. Pinball Wizard. In a world where pinball-inspired games are becoming increasingly abstract, Creature in the Well, Yoku's Island Express, Pinball Wizard is relatively straightforward. Each dungeon floor is a relatively traditional table, but they're full of monsters that you defeat by bouncing the adorable wizard into them. Number 20. Pocket Card Jockey. Developer Game Freak makes more than just Pokemon games. The original Pocket Card Jockey was a beloved and bizarre Nintendo 3DS game that tasked you with mastering a card game to help your horse win the race. Sure, originally this mobile version was exclusive to Japan, but now Apple Arcade subscribers everywhere can get in on the gambling and galloping action. Number 21.
Hey guys,
Really
DC
Bad
here,
Chess
and
Plus.
This is my first gameplay of Really
Developer
Bad Chess.
Zach Gage is the
Plus
absolute king of taking familiar
on the
casual
Apple
games
Arcade,
and turning them
on the
into
iPad Pro.
innovative, approachable art.
Right,
Really
so
Bad
I'm
Chess
not-
is chess
I
where
don't
all
really
of your
know
pieces
experience
are
with
random.
chess,
Sometimes you're blessed
but,
with 5 queens.
I'm not gonna
Other
be going
times,
to
you'll need
this
to wrangle an
website
entire
to
herd of
read up
knights.
on it.
With so much of traditional chess
I could
dominated by
play
the
the
need
other
to
games,
memorize
one, but
specific
I'm not very
strategies,
good at chess.
this
I
twist adds
play
exciting unpredictability for
chess
both
playing
players
learn.
and viewers alike.
But I didn't learn much from it. So I gotta see how this goes. Pay close attention to the board.
Number 22. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sayonara Wild Hearts is a synesthesia synthesis of visuals and music that render word-based descriptions almost useless. It's a vaporwave blur pop art album of a video game that's like the musician Saint Pepsi made a new Rhythm Heaven game. Or if Thumper's Industrial Beats didn't hate you. Or if Persona 5 was made in the West, but was also Tetris Effect. Or if that Daft Punk animated movie got a sequel. Does that make any sense? Who cares? Queen Latifah is in this. Number 23. Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Shantae and the Seven Sirens continues the journey of the half-genie hero and her cheesecake friends, finally combining modern illustrated graphics with the classic nonlinear structure for the exploratory action-adventure platforming. Just make sure to play this one with a controller. Number 24. Shinsekai, Into the Depths. Shinsekai is one of the most traditionally Oregay Apple Arcade games. It's a beautiful Metroidvania from Capcom about exploring and surviving an essentially wordless undersea world. Everything is made to look like sculptures, and trudging through the depths feels as weighty and as floaty as it should. Your air supply is both your health and your means to propel yourself. Use your melee weapon to club enemies, or send out sonar pulses to spot new treasures. Craft spears to shoot from your gun. Fight huge bosses. Enter the depths. Number 25. Sneaky Sasquatch. As the Sneaky Sasquatch, you don't just dig through trash to find food to live. You also have fun ruining race car competitions or invading posh golf clubs. The low-stakes life sim reminds me of Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. There's some light stealth too, as you'll need to move quietly or wear a disguise to infiltrate human spaces, Octodad style. Or tell the park ranger to shove it and openly be Sasquatch.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
Number
Hey
26.
guys, DC
Threes
here,
plus
and this is my
Threes
review of Threes
remains one of the
Plus
best puzzle games of the
from
past
Apple
decade.
Arcade.
No amount of
Apple
2048
Pro.
ripoffs will ever change that.
So the
On
game
Apple
is
Arcade, you can
loaded
play
up
the
here.
original game, ad-free, in all of its
Original
adorable,
one,
number-sliding glory.
So rearrange numbers by pushing them into walls. Use the walls to add.
Number 27. Ultimate Rivals. Ultimate Rivals lets you build an all-star team from a selection of famous athletes and get funky with what they play. Wayne Gretzky kicks a soccer ball, Megan Rapinoe throws an American football, LeBron James swings a baseball bat. This is the Super Smash Brothers of arcade sports games, and it's a lot of fun. Number 28. What the Golf? What the Golf makes you question the limits of what constitutes a golf game. Is it just about hitting a ball into a hole? What about hitting a hole into another hole? Hitting your club with another club? The answers to these questions and more are waiting. Number 29. World of Demons. When you see the Platinum Games logo, you expect stylish, high-flying action and deceptively deep combat. World of Demons delivers. Dodging and executing sword combos on the touchscreen feels surprisingly fluid, while the ability to summon powerful slain monster souls expands your attack options. The cel-shaded Japanese art style looks like a painting come to life. Apple Arcade offers a rich and diverse gaming experience, showcasing the potential of mobile gaming without the pitfalls of F2P mechanics. This collection of top titles provides high-quality, exclusive content that is both engaging and enjoyable, making it a worthwhile subscription for any mobile gamer. Thank you for watching Julian Blank Channel. This is Freya Agatha, the channel owner, signing off. Stay tuned for more recommended game videos. Thank you, and happy gaming!